In time, you will know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail all the same.
What up, YouTube? It's your main man, Boys for Life, coming at you with another fucking video. Now, this morning, we're going to talk about which quarterback is more clutch. And, of course, it's going to be the debate between Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott. And it's always going to be a debate between these two guys. Why? Because they came in the same draft class. And it's honestly should be a win automatically for Dak Prescott that they're even comparing these two, because one is a second overall pick and one guy is a fourth round draft pick. And a lot of people I know are going to come on here and talk about how Carson Wentz is more clutch quarterback because of his MVP caliber season, because what he's done, because he's thrown for over 30 touchdowns in a season, and this, that, and the third, and whatever else. But on the contrary, guys, on the contrary, if you look at these stats, because if you look at clutch and what clutch actually means, clutch is getting that game-winning drive. Clutch is setting your team up in a position to score when you're losing or when it's a tie. You know, when you get that game-winning field goal, or you just, when was it, 2016, when, Zeke ran up the middle, touchdown, with 4 seconds left, or whatever the case may be against Pittsburgh. I mean, that's clutch. Setting your team up to win when the game's on the line. Not in the first quarter, not in the second quarter, not in the third quarter. No, it's when the game is on the line and you set your team up for victory. That is clutch. And if you're looking at these stats, it's 2016, because that's when they both came into the league. 2016, we're going to look at it. We're going to look at it right here. And you're going to see right here, and it's going to talk, it's going to show you that in the fourth quarter and overtime alone, you're going to see Dak Prescott with a passer rate of 99.3. Okay? Then you're going to see Carson Wentz with a passer rate of 83.5. Okay? Now, we're going to look at interceptions to touchdowns. Touchdowns to interceptions. Dak Prescott in the fourth quarter alone has 22, while Carson Wentz has 13. Interceptions? Yes, Dak Prescott may have one more with 8, and Carson Wentz may have 7. But let's be real here. Dak Prescott has, 9 more fucking touchdowns than Carson Wentz in the fourth quarter. For every 2 touchdowns Carson Wentz is throwing in the fourth quarter, he's throwing an interception. Now let's look at the next category. Fourth quarter comebacks. That means when your team is losing in the fourth quarter and you have a drive and you come back, you make it with your arm and you throw and you get that touchdown. Dak Prescott has 8. 8. Now, it doesn't matter whether he's the reason why we're down. It just matters that we get the dub. It don't matter, just like it don't matter if Carson, it's the reason why the Eagles are down, because Carson Wentz had a bad game, and then all of a sudden in the fourth quarter, he brings them back for the win. Doesn't matter, he still has 4 of them. Check box, Dak Prescott. So 3 out of these 4 categories, check, Dak, check, Dak, check, Dak. Now we're going to look at this one. Fourth quarter, game-winning drives. Dak Prescott with 14. Dak Prescott with 14, while Carson Wentz still has 8. So you see, guys, it's very simple. Another check mark for Dak Prescott. So Dak, in all the important categories, wins, fourth quarter comebacks, game-winning drives, everything that gets you the dub, that's 14. 14 to Wentz's 8. Dak is the most clutch quarterback out of these two. You can dispute me and say anything you want and talk about anything else. But the facts say otherwise. Carson Wentz is the lesser of the two quarterbacks. Which brings me to my next point. Is it worth paying Dak Prescott the $32 meal he's probably going to want. Because let's face it, numbers don't lie. Granted, we don't have a Super Bowl to prove it, just like Carson Wentz don't have a playoff appearance to prove his money. Dak Prescott has the playoff experience. Dak Prescott has the playoff victory. Dak Prescott and the Cowboys are on the cusp of doing something great. We have our team set up to do something amazing, whether it's this year or next year. But we got something there. It's there. We just need the proper guidance, the proper play calling, and the proper the heart to get there. And I think we've got that with our new coaches set up, with Kellen Moore calling the plays, with Chris Richard and Rod Marinelli doing what they do best, getting this defense ready, with Jason Garrett, the clapper, with him on the hot seat. It is time. It is going to happen. I honestly think that the Cowboys are primed and ready to make a run. They are. We got the quarterback. We got the running back. We have the wide receiving core, because whether you want to make fun of it or not, saying that we got rid of Cole Beasley, Randall Cobb, injury or not, it's an upgrade from Cole Beasley. Randall Cobb can take a screen pass and take it to the house, while I've never seen Cole Beasley do that. Cole Beasley is still salty that we did not re-sign him, and he is upset and calling our offense out and calling it vanilla. Look, it may have been vanilla, but that was with Scott Linehan. Scott Linehan, who was not innovative with his play calling. He was with the old school, the old style. And now we got a younger guy in Kellen Moore, who I honestly think who lives and breathes football, is going to come up with some plays, and the NFL is not going to be ready for it. Just like when you got a guy coming out of college, like with Dak Prescott and Zeke, you had no game film on them, you had nothing, and look what they did their first year. I honestly think with the experience that we got, with the quarterback, with the wide receiving core, with their offensive line, with Travis Frederick coming back, and that defense, it's going to be another top 5 defense. I guarantee you, we will be number 1 within the top 3 in the rush. We will be top 5 in the pass. I promise you. With this defense, with this offense, with our new offensive coordinator, our new OC, I honestly think we are ready to get this done. I think this is the year. I've been saying it. 2 years ago, I said it. 2 years ago, I said it. We were 2 years away from making a Super Bowl run. And this is the year. This is the year I think it gets done. We make that Super Bowl run. We go to the playoffs. We win the division. We get to the NFC Championship game. And we get the job done. I honestly believe that. It's time this year. We have a great young core group of guys that can get this shit done. It's going to get done. We are hungry. We are ready. We are ready to make this run. This defense with Jalen Smith, LVE, Byron Jones, Robert Quinn is a great addition to this defensive line. I don't give a shit what anybody says. It's a great addition to this defensive line. Last year, playing opposite of Cameron Wake, he had 6.5 sacks. 6.5 sacks. Okay, the defensive line isn't that great in Miami. Okay, playing opposite of Aaron Donald, he had 8 sacks, I want to say. It was 8 sacks. They're ready. It's time. It's time, and I think it's going to happen this year. I'm super excited for the season to start. We are a month away, or a month and a few days away from preseason starting. We're so close to training camp. I cannot wait. Before you know it, training camp's here. The next thing you know, it's preseason, and then boom, the season starts. Week 1, Giants, Cowboys. Cannot wait. And that Giants Cowboys, like I told Finish Cheat Code, it's gonna be a 2-game touchdown win. And I meant to say 4 game-winning drives and 4 fourth quarter comebacks, not 8. My bad. I'm out. Peace.